All right. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Anyways, all right. So, before I start this story, I want to make it perfectly clear. This was like in the 1980s, the early 1980s. All right. So, I brought some nunchucks into school. Not that it's common practice back then, but you'd get in trouble, but you wouldn't be like what would happen today. You'd be expelled in school today. So, with that said, do not bring weapons to school. But I'm just saying, back then, so a couple of kids were asking me about my nunchucks, and I didn't want these particular ones anymore. And I go, yeah, $20, this and that. And I think they were only $10, but I want to double it. Back then, $20 wasn't bad. It's like $50 today. And I was like, yeah, I'll just bring them in the gym. So we're in gym class, and close to the end of the class, I take him out, and I'm doing my best Bruce Lee, and I was like, "What do you think?" Kid's like, "Oh, $20." I had a couple of people, and like, $20, and someone goes, "Oh, all right, 15," like that. And I just looked at my, "What do you think? There's democracy? No, it's fucking $20." So I take the nunchucks and put them in my locker, in the boys' room locker, and went to class. I don't think it was like it wasn't a half hour, but you hear my name over the PA, Joe Losano to the gym office, Joe Losano to the gym office, and I'm like, oh. So I'm walking down there. I'm like, someone fucking ratted me out. I'm like, motherfucker. So of course in my head I'm like, oh, they're dead after school. Remember that? Remember that? Dead after school. So I'm like, who the fuck would rat me out? So I'm going down there, and at the time it was Mr. Hallett and Mr. Bush. Two really nice guys. So I go in there, and I knock on the door. Hey, you need me? Oh, Joe, come on in. So I go in and have a seat. So I sat down, and they're like, Joe, something you want to tell us? I don't want to lie to these guys. Mr. Hallett goes, Joe, do you know why you're here? And I'm like, not really. You see how I'm like, not really? I'm like, Joe, it's time to be honest here, integrity and the whole 9 yards, doing one of the police interrogation tactics. And I don't want to lie to these guys. And like I said, back then you get in trouble, but you want to get expelled. So I was like, yeah, I know why I'm here. And before I could say, I'll grab them, they're in the locker. I went like this. I was like that. And they're like, do you know the ambulance came? I'm like, what? Just like that. They're like, the ambulance. I'm like, what ambulance? Like that. They're like, Joe. I'm like, serious? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like that. And then I remembered. Remember after my Bruce Lee thing? Put him in the locker. The bell rang. I was going to class. As I'm going there was a freshman. I won't say his name, but he was a big fucking kid. And he said something smart to me. And I just looked at him. I was like, fuck you, buddy. As I'm walking away, he fucking runs up and grabs me, like right here. So I, boom, did a fucking hammer blow. And that was it. Went around the corner and off to class. Plus, I didn't want to be late. That was I never wanted to be late for class. So I go up there. Well, unbeknownst to me, when I did that hammer blow, I thought I got him in the stomach. Your testicles, well, guys. One of these testicles, when I did the hammer blow, I hit him in the testicle, and one went into his body. He collapsed. They had called an ambulance for him, and the ambulance took him away. Luckily for me, a couple of people saw what happened, and they were like, yeah, they went up and they grabbed Joe, and Joe just basically defended himself. I got in like zero trouble for that, like nothing. And then and that was it. And the kid was in school like a few days later. Never bothered me again. Never bothered me again. Yeah, and the nunchucks, no, didn't even sell them. No, fucking bastards. So, whatever. All right, that's the story for tonight. Good job today.